Imagine if we didn't have electricity right now. How would we live? Because nowadays, our lives need electricity for survival, such as work, transportation, and everyday life.
Hello viewers, I have a question I'd like to ask. If we were living a modern life today, but didn't have electricity, how difficult would life be? Can you imagine that?
Suppose we go back to the old days and have no powers. Let's begin. Some families have to wake up early and go to the forest to search for wood. They need to use wood to make charcoal for daily use, such as cooking or making fires, because wood can create fire and provide light at night. Wood is very important because when night falls, we need to build a fire to cook and keep warm. Fire makes us feel safe at night in the forest and protects us from certain animals. Without fire, our life in the forest would be difficult to survive. A young man wakes up in the morning while he is living in the city. There are people like us in the city, but there is no electricity. A young man is shaving and using candlelight to light the bathroom. Urban transportation where people ride horses to travel. For traffic lights, they use people to change the lights. Office workers use sunlight or lamps to provide lighting for their work. A man uses sunlight to cook lunch for his meal. They had lunch on the deck. In the coffee shop, people use lanterns and candles to provide light, and I think it's quite romantic. Do you think like I said? Many people are beginning to return to a more classic lifestyle, using candle oil lamps as their source of light. A woman was using an elevator which required a lot of people and strong muscles to move the elevator. People who work at night use candles and oil lamps at night, and sometimes it is difficult to see. And sometimes the difficulty comes from not having enough light. And some factories still use horses or charcoal to produce energy. Coal power remains important to daily life. And transportation also needs pigeons to send letters across countries. And I think there must be a lot of bird food, right? For food delivery, use a classic model, such as a horse-drawn carriage. For offices that use printers and calculators for work. For outdoor activities using bicycles and horses, these will make your life better. And in the theater, there will be candles or oil lamps to provide light for buying tickets. We watch live-action movies in theaters where people perform on stage with the audience. In the restaurant, we use oil lamps and candles and use wood for cooking. People in the office look for another candle to keep the light shining. And sometimes when the lights go out, people get scared in the dark room. At night, people use oil lamps to provide light on the streets. For ordinary people and some rich people, life is very different. Because looking at the bodies of the two people, some are strong, some are heavy. All the things that people use, like traveling, cooking, and things that make them stronger, may not seem as convenient as they are today, but they are making them healthy. On the other hand, there are also things that are inconvenient for us, but make us move a lot to do things. And we spend more time together than we do now. It's not like today, where some people say they want to be in nature but end up eating fast food, relaxing at a campsite but glued to their phone screens or social media. Or sometimes they're in nature but do the opposite. As you said, maybe we live too modernly and think about the good things in life. Like someone else wants something but it's not good enough. Or you think it's good for you and you have to compromise on something important to you. But other people see it as a trivial matter and they don't care. It's just my opinion. Maybe it's not good for you. And maybe you think it's good. It's up to you to decide. Too much or too little of something is not better. We're in the middle. Not more or less. It's flexible. As we enter a new century, people are eager to think and invent new things, but most people think it is impossible. Like the inventor of electricity, his name was Thomas Edison, the inventor of light that changed our world forever. It turns night into day and our lives shine in the darkness. So people must find other energy to keep us alive for future generations. What do you think? If we still depend on oil lamps or candles to provide light at night, imagine how difficult life would be without electricity. I think we'll be spending more time traveling abroad, running errands, or working outside. I hope everyone is happy that we have electricity in our lives. But remember, sometimes the electricity goes out. You should prepare candles and matches.